Look, brands struggle with their media spend. The holy grail is understanding, did my marketing spend actually lead to revenue? And that really is predicated on, do I understand the incrementality of the money I spent? And so if you think about social, they're brands that have made really a killing, or the brands themselves, because they got on social platforms. But large global brands, digital media, social networks, it is part of a holistic marketing strategy. It can't be a single component, but you need to understand the effectiveness of that social marketing, as well as radio, digital, out of home, or TV.
What is the purpose of what you're doing on social? I think for some companies it's around getting people to convert to some kind of purchase or engagement or action. But then at the other spectrum, and it's often missed out, is what are the other things that you could be doing with social media? Is it building a relationship? Is it having a conversation? Is it getting them to kind of be a brand advocate? Once you've done that, I think it's then about identifying what the metrics and the KPI are that kind of fit your objective, and then going from there.
I think it's an interesting question, isn't it? It's the same way you prove the value of any marketing, and you look at it in the mix of all of your marketing, you look at the role it plays, you understand what your objectives are and your strategy is, and then you hold the value of social against the objectives and the strategy for the channel.
To prove the value of any type of advertising channel, you shouldn't be looking at it in a silo. So you need to look at it across all the different channels. And then the question comes, are you actually getting the data across all those different channels in a consistent, measurable way?
Was that the strengths of social media, the ability to adapt, understand the context and how we reach people and have a conversation, are also the problems we face at the moment, because I don't think we're really leveraging those strengths in the proper way, and I think we aren't as contextually correct as we could be, or optimizing in the proper ways to really respect people's time and their attention.
A large part of the debate was centered around privacy. And there are some brands that many of us openly give away our data, openly give away lots of personal information because the value is so great for us. On the other hand, if the brand you engage with once a year, once every 2 years, the friction is just unnecessary, and there has to be this happy medium where I'm willing to give you enough where you give it back to me.
I think social media, and in fact a lot of digital media, is cruising for a bruising. I think it's heading for a problem, and it really came out today. The challenges that are being faced by the industry are systematic and endemic. We're all facing the same challenges, and when you see all sides of an industry, big and small, media owners and investors struggling with the channel needs to really look at the way it's operating.